don't know.
Is it Uchiwali or one mic? Big pimpin' or song cry? Men lie and women lie, and we in sync like bye-bye. I fishtailed in a Bronco, got 5 rooms in my condo. Punch Chris Paul like I'm Rondo, ain't no bygones, I'm a honcho. Got my main chick in a Sancha, my side chick in a Honda, my boo thing in a Beamer, and she cheeked up like a goddess. I just can't be with no faking. You heard wrong, mistaken. You talk big but act small like catch on. I'm hating, yeah, I know these people need me. Day 3-piece while I roll 1 deep. Not no wolf, but I'm not no sheep. Heard these hoes like my name Bo Beep. I was Black Mike with the glove on, White Mike with my Uggs on, Black Drake and my thug on, then I'm White Drake getting hugged on. You ain't seen that when I pull up. Peach Sprite in my full cup, shift weight like a fulcrum, ain't no days off like I'm Bueller. What is the meaning of this? Is it a bliss? Is it a diss? Wicked, I'm wicked, I'm wicked, I'm rich. Look at the things that I predict. You couldn't hang out on my cliff. Look at you change out in the GIF. Thought you was gang, thought you could sing, but you were lame, stink as a whiff.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I fuck with the war. I tried to get in, the nigga said no, it is what it is. My record was clean, it's Dirty Diana, the cup overflowed. I can't get along with these negative hoes unless they're inspired to take off their clothes. Back by the time of the pussy exposed, some man get nervous and blow up a phone. Yeah, who is this? I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, we are back once again. Welcome. Well, I say we, but I mean I. As there is no D Bird, there's no Nikki tonight. It's just me. So enjoy it while it lasts. It is pre-Thanksgiving. It's Wednesday. November's almost over. Christmas is almost upon us. New year, new things, yada, 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 such and such. How's everybody doing tonight? Work has finally stopped messaging me, even though I'm on PTO. What's up, Fallen Dove? I'm all right. Losing track of the days, but I'm here. I guess that's what happens when you take a week off. How are you doing? I see you have 2 new tracks. Are the tracks that you posted like new, or are they old new? Somewhat new? Semi-new? Partially new? All right. Oh, new. All right. Okay. Well, I know you said you've been working on some new stuff, well, new styles and whatnot. So I'll take a listen to them when we get to them, and we'll see what we come up with. All right. I think I'm ready to get this show on the road. All right. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. Bird is driving somewhere. Nikki, I think, is driving somewhere with Rogue. So you reach round 41 on zombies, which is your highest yet. You know, I haven't played Call of Duty in probably like 10 years. Well, let me correct that. I've played it, but like not consistently. I kind of just stopped liking it, so I stopped playing it. But I think I kind of miss zombies. Zombies was pretty cool, but it's only really cool when you're playing with people who I think they kind of just get what you're doing and they don't bullshit around. That usually helps. But round 41, that's pretty good. I think the highest that I ever got was like 50 something, 56. But don't ask me which Call of Duty that was. Happy Giving, everyone. Is that the new short name for Thanksgiving? Happy Giving? Is that the politically correct way of saying it? Do I need to make a mental note of that? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start my show very, very soon. For any, happy giving. Okay. No thanks, just giving. For anybody that's new here, we start out the show is to review music in our Discord community. So if you're a member of our Discord community and you have songs that are works in progress and you want some opinions, some input, some feedback, or if you have a finished song and you don't really care for anybody's feedback, you just want it played, that's fine too. Join the Discord if you're not already on there. Drop it into what will soon be the December feedback queue, but right now it's November. I will take a listen to it up until I close the queue. Probably close the queue early tonight since I'm by myself and I'll just be clicking all over the place. But post it in the queue. I'll listen to it in order, top to bottom, since last Wednesday when the queue was closed last. We'll give it a rating 1 through 10. I keep saying we. I'm used to having co-hosts, but just me. I'll give it a rating 1 through 10. Then I'll give it some more in-depth thoughts. That's for the subscribers. Now, once we get to the free queue, so anybody who isn't a subscriber on Twitch or a member on YouTube, or as newcomer Dez, he's a subscriber on our Discord, then you'll just get a little bit of shorter feedback, but we'll still give it a listen all the way through. Any plans for Thanksgiving? I have no plans whatsoever. I think the only plans I have is my son's friend invited him over for Thanksgiving, so I'll go over there and steal some food. Other than that, no. I think I might just do my usual clean the fish tanks and watch TV and play video games. Always fun. Yeah, you said you were chilling with your brother. I remember that. But yeah. Oh yeah, 1 track per person. So we do usually get a lot of folks who post in the queue, so we try to just listen to 1 song per person. If you have more than 1 song that you would like played or listened to, feel free to tip. Information is below, or you can gift a subscription. Either way, hello, Ray stands from the car. Either way, we'll keep it moving. Try to keep it going. I'm by myself tonight, so I have my own intro that I'm going to do before we get things going. Everybody, let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's do the Dice version of the show. No Nikki, no Bird, it's just me.
Dope, selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw, niggas selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that?
Y'all know, the big freak, y'all know that's me. What you got, told that's represents, go around, whole crowd, go live with it. I ain't never been a city boy, bitch, I'm so amazing.
All right. Ray has the best hair. That's crazy. Don't say that. All right, who's first up? I think I'm going to play Dez first. Dez just subscribed to our Discord. Appreciate that, Dez. So really the same deal as what we typically do on Twitch and YouTube, but I'm going to go ahead and give Dez a little bit of special treatment just because I think he's the first sub that we've had on Discord since we set that up. So Dez has a track here called Y'all Ain't Raw. Not finished. Lyrics are the focus. Okay. Dez, how long you been making music and where you from? All that good jazz and whatnot. What up, Loose Logic? Welcome everybody. All right. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't raw. Sorry. Here we go.
Yo, aight, y'all ain't raw. I seen the pussy fall. My back was against the wall. I came and I saw. I climbed and got him off. Put your bitch up on the wall. Got the pussy mounted and all. I stand tall, up on my own 2 feet. You can't beat me. rappers, you can't see me. Your girl, she won't eat me. I take her out to dinner. What you know, chicken winner, about to put on to fight the feeling to make a killing. I am willing to be great. Popped another pill, I'm feeling that V8. Rumble, rumble. You rappers, you mumble, mumble. All that mumble jumbo, you can't rap and you slow. I'm like Vincent Van Gogh with the flow, doing coke with your bitch. Got some hoes in the clique, we usually making moves to getting rich. Tonight we gonna start a fight up in this bitch. You know what that is? That's determination to be great. Hold back what you say. We recognize that you fake. We don't fuck with you, I don't care what's on your plate. I'm trying to strive to be different, playing the position given. What a wonderful feeling to keep it real and be illin' up on the mic. That's the shit that I like. Yo, and y'all ain't raw. I seen a pussy fall. My back was against the wall. I came and I saw. I climbed and got them all. Put your bitch up on the wall. Got the pussy mounted and all. I won't fall. I gotta go harder. I pray to God. I know since I'm a father, responsibilities got my mind up on the block, ready for slaughter. I'm trying to move smarter, but my crazy ways got me clutching this 380, thinking about finding a bitch and making a baby. That's chasing paper mentality. That's my reality. Y'all fucking crowding me with hate and pushing me to be great, cause I don't give a fuck about what y'all say. Go about that day to day. I won't change. I'm starting fires in the brain. Tell your partners I'm the same. Put respect up on my name. Cause you boys determined to be great. Just don't stand up in my way, cause you can't handle this blue flame. Just remember how to play the game, cause the white boy paving the way. I won't change, what can I say? Be a struggle, be fake. As some of y'all out here trying to find your fucking calling, fucking squalling on the mic. Then tell yourself that's alright. Y'all ain't raw. I seen the pussy fall. My back was against the wall. I came and I saw. I climbed and got them out. Put your bitch up on the wall. I got the pussy mounted and all. I said that and I mean it. I'm coming up with my team and I can't stop till I reach my dream of fancy cars and better life. I earned some stripes dreaming through this life. It's been a hell of a fight. Think you gon' fuck up my method, boy. I send a fucking method to do it either the section up your head and neck. That don't work, I'm pulling up and taking measures with my Smith & Wesson. Put two in the chest and one in the dome. We ain't the same, I ain't shooting at homes. I delivered the beef, make the right man bleed. That's some shit that y'all can't see. Fundamentals being the G, some real shit you can't supersede. In this life of greed, all you can do is believe. Make sure that your family feed. Pray to God that he redeems the wicked souls exposed in this frozen world and growing colder. It's over.
All right, that was Y'all Ain't Raw by Dez. Is it just Dez or Dez 420? All right, so first question is, did you freestyle that or was it written down? There was a lot of times where you trying to kind of just got off beat and not sure whether that was just intentionally, that's just your way of doing things, or you just kind of, you couldn't hear the beat in your headphones while you were recording, but you got off beat a lot. Lyrically, I would say that there's some parts that are okay, but there's also parts where it just seemed like you were saying just whatever, which is why I asked if you freestyled it, because it didn't seem like it was purely focused. It seemed like there were some things where you knew you wanted to say them, and then there was other things where you just kind of like throwing in filler, like, oh, fuck this bitch and all this other stuff. Like when you kind of lean back on very generic phrases like that, that either tells me that you are freestyling it or that you just ran out of things that you wanted to say, so you just wrote down whatever the first thing was that came to your head. So I would say lyrically it could be better. Flow wise, it could be better as well. You could stay on the beat a whole lot more. I'm not gonna really critique the quality too much, because it sounds like, you know, whether it's the microphone itself or the mix, that could use some work. But I would say, you know, work on staying on the beat and work on refining those lyrics so that it's just not the first thing that comes to your head. Even if you're writing it down, you know, a lot of times avoid the things that if somebody else said it, it wouldn't set you apart from that person. You know, I think we say that a lot on this show is like, be more unique and what I mean by that is if somebody else said it and it came out of their mouth, would it still sound like something that they should have said, or is that story unique to you? Not every line is going to be unique, but you definitely got to, up your game a little bit to stand out. Otherwise, it's just cookie cutter stuff, and you might as well hire a ghostwriter at that point. Because if somebody can say it, anybody can say it, then what makes it really original at that point? I'd give this a 5, a very weak 5. I think I agree with Fallen Dove. I think you have the energy there. I just think lyrically and flow wise, it could be a lot better. I've heard worse, so I'm not gonna just dogpile on it, but it definitely could be better. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Freestyle, yeah, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like it was freestyle because I felt like there were moments where I could hear you thinking before you said the next thing. So that's why I want to give it like a just in between rating, because I feel like if you wrote it down, you probably do things a little bit differently and it'd be a lot better. And that's why I felt like that's why I got off beat, because you're thinking, you're trying to come up with things without stopping and having to start over with. So you just let it go all the way through. So yeah, show us something written. Show me what you write down, and show everybody that stuff. But good way to start the show. Let's see who's next. Shout out Kenny, thanks for resubbing. Who is next? The Fallen Dove. This is called Roll the Dice. Is this a pot shot at me, man? What's going on? Did I say something to you? Hurt your feelings? My bad. I didn't mean it. Take it back. Maybe. All right. Roll the dice. Fixed plus master mix. What does that mean? Who fixed it and who mastered it? I got to say this real quick. Mastering is more than just making the sounds louder. Now, do with that what you will, but it's a little bit more than just this is louder than it was when I originally mixed it. You can't just master something with Ozone and call it a day. There is a little bit of hardware aspect in that you're listening in a treated space with quality gear. I'm not pointing that directly at the Fallen Dove. I'm just saying that. But anyway, here's Roll the Dice.
Floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high. I'm floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high.
Mask on, get your attack on, spin the sound down, bites like a python.
Eyes open, got my sights on you. Shreddy got the tights on ooh. Cars on ethos on the beat. Call me Chris, I'ma make you take a seat. Wearing heels, nothing but the cleats. Catch you up to speed and make you spill the tea. Green leaves are the remedy. Got too many minis. Whoa, accidentally killed my enemy. Flow, whoa. I'm a floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high. I'm a floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high. Taking a bit of time to the top. I'ma climb, I got a reason to rhyme. Cause I love to apply myself, trying to get better. Screw the stormy weather, gonna fly my feathers. I'ma escape the nether, I'ma ride the stars and escape the meteor showers. I can go far, I can climb any tower. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high. I'm a floating, roll the dice to get chance to love and pay the price. Got some lows and got some highs. Stole my heart, it's a high.
All right, that was the Fallen Dove with Roll the Dice. When did you record that? Tell me that. He also said that, let's see, and about me. I am a 17-year-old from Oklahoma, doing music for 2 years, producing for 11 months. Pronouns are she, her. I am a crazy transgender, but bleh. Man, if you saw that on a dating profile, I'm crazy, but bleh. Still interested? I don't know. Might want to leave out that last I'm bleh. But anyway, I asked when you recorded this because it does sound better. I know we've been telling you to work on the flow and fix that. Your energy does sound better. You sound like you're actually awake and alert. Somewhere in August? Like you re-recorded it or you just fixed the mix? Because the flow definitely sounds vastly improved. The things that I would nitpick about it is, I believe, other than the vocal effects, which whether you're using wave tune, auto tune, or whatever tuner, are you using doubles on your vocals? I say that because like there's a lot of parts where it's hard still to make out what you're saying. Just fix the mix. All right. Well, I mean, whatever you did when you recorded this back in August, you need to repeat that energy more frequently. And I would suggest leaving off like doubles and effects and whatnot, because I think where you're mixing your vocals, it's falling in the same EQ spectrum as the beat a lot of times. So some things that you say, it's easy to make out. Other things kind of get washed away. So unless you're making space in the headroom for those vocals to stand out, the more effects and the more like, you know, glitter shit that you put on it, the harder it can be to make out what you're saying. I will say that this does sound, like I said, immensely better than, you know, the last few tracks we've heard. So props for that. Good job on the mix. I just say, again, leave off all the ear candy. I don't think you really need it. I give it a 6. Maybe 6.5 if I was like on a good day and not disgruntled. So 6. All right. The Fallen Dove is subscribed on Twitch and a member on YouTube, so they usually have a couple of tracks. But in order to give other people some breathing room, let me skip around and play Noir next. Noir has a beat. Oh wait, this is a collab. Track number 2 on his collab mixtape with Nilu. NY Lou. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think you guys need to put the phonetic pronunciation next to some of these names. It is what it is. Okay. But once overall feedback on mix, beat, vocals, lyrics, etc. Okay. This is called Silence. Let's see what Mr. Noir has been up to.
And from the last time I told you the deal, this isn't coffee with a conversation, this is for real. Couldn't take me by surprise if you sprung from a box to reveal. Another clown think they close to my heels. Talking miles in this marathon, I was formed with limitless skill. Ain't a day that passed by, I ain't dreaming to kill. On this microphone in the booth, listen, the truth is news. And I'm the one breaking it too. If it ain't obvious, my plan is attack. And if adjustments are made, y'all be lucky to be eating my scraps. Talking hunger that's been brewing since I fell on the map. Talking hunger that's been feeding for raps. They couldn't reach me, in fact. If I was standing in place, a heartbreaking moment learning you ain't close in this race. It didn't faze me when they told me I was whacked in my face. It didn't move me when they told me I'd be fumbling on skates. It's like, normally I keep my composure. I had a conversation, God told me show him it's over. Ma told me that I'm real when I'm due for exposure. So I'm coming to the table October. I'm the true king of Scorpion 6, God couldn't neglect me. If it's me against the world, then the funeral empty. If it's you against I, and we blowing up spots, I hate to tell you this a fraction of my weapons in stock. See, they always try and clown me, they day room, the chokeholder. Feet don't fail me now, I'm 10 toes over. They couldn't rock with it, boosting me, huh? I guess they flip like Apollo after fucking them up. There's a cloud running heavy with the power to shine. Let y'all down for the storm, better gather inside.
No,
this where war meets monsters, where bars go harder. That weak shit right at the door where flow conquers. If you ain't strapping in, the turbulence is violence. If you ain't holding out, remember who inside it. It's all fall silent until they start wildin'. Deprived till there ain't none left, that's called rising. So pump the brakes right now if you want it. I'm tryna tell you that I'm on it. I don't got a lot right now, but I know that I be yelling to the top out loud, out loud. Pump the brakes right now if you want it. I'm tryna tell you that I'm on it. I don't got a lot right now, but I know that I be yelling to the top out loud. It's all been written by design. If you don't understand my lane, then you out of line. Two could play at that if you try and see the playoff. Been paid off, the Lord blessing me still. I made mistakes, yeah, my praying could heal. Don't get it twisted, I'm loading. I clipped thorns that denied my rise. Through concrete, had the power to shine. There's always levels to it. Y'all not ready for these days when I'm telling you my current situation make me master of one. And if I'm telling you I'm locked in, we talking working on this pavement. No exaggeration, it's a stepping stone. Leave that bitch alone, aviation mode. Every day I'm polishing my pen, see these raps for real. Who gon' give the deal? Till I'm buried in my grave, decayed. I'm never going away, it don't matter who atop of your crew. Moment that I chose this life, I say yeah I do. So pump the brakes right now if you want it. I'm tryna tell you that I'm on it. I don't got a lot right now, but I know that I be yelling to the top out loud, out loud. Pump the brakes right now if you want it. I'm tryna tell you that I'm on it. I don't got a lot right now, but I know that I be yelling to the top out loud, out loud.
That was NY Lou, produced by Noir. And the very first question I have is, why is it called Silence? It seems like it should be called Pump the Brakes or something other than Silence. Anyway, seems like everybody in the chat is feeling it. I like it. I think the production is dope. I think the artist is very polished. Able to jump back and forth between the rapping and the harmonizing. If I have to nitpick anything, right before the first sung part comes in and you have the downbeat, it sounds like the drums are clipping a little bit. Other than that, the mix sounded good. Very good arrangement. I can't really think of anything else. But if I had to nitpick on anything, that would be really it. Ad-libs, needs ad-libs. Ad-libs are for people who have a very, and I say this with caution because I'm probably just generalizing, but ad-libs are for people who have very like distinct voices. And I wouldn't call this voice very distinct. So I feel like the ad-libs would just blend in the background as just clutter. But if you have like a very deep ear-catching voice, if you have like a DMX voice, a Busta Rhymes voice, who am I getting? Jeezy, like ad-libs work in that sense. Otherwise, if you're just saying a bunch of ad-libs in the background, it's distracting. You also had to say something, unique. It's got to be unique. I give this an 8. I think it's good. I think it's solid. I'm not sure on replayability. Maybe I'd have to listen to it a couple more times, but it's just one of those tracks where it's cool enough that I'll listen to on the first way through, but it's not like amazing that I would like, I got to circle back to this one and add it to a playlist. So I still think it's a good track. So I'm not knocking the track. It's just not repeatable for me. So it's an 8. All right. Cookie is also a very great ad-lib. If anybody says Cookie as an ad-lib, you got my attention. I'm just saying. All right. Next up, Kenny. Shout out to Kenny. This is called Adult Swim. Man, shout out Adult Swim.
Gang, 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 gang.
Did y'all used to watch Adult Swim when y'all were young whippersnappers? Some of us here. I mean, I think some of you are still young whippersnappers. What was your favorite Adult Swim show? Tell us now. Let us all judge your taste in in show quality by Home Movies. All right, that's a good pick. Home Movies is a good throwback one. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, Fallen Dove. You got me. I'll give you an extra point on your track tonight. Damn. Didn't think you'd throw that one out there. All right, let's see. Where does this go? Adult Swim. All right, here's Kenny. He's a producer. He's dope. He's here. Show him some love. Here's Adult Swim. All right, that was Kenny, short and sweet with Adult Swim. Man, I really like that. I like the sound. I like the vibe. Kenny always has good, dope drums. I don't think I've ever really knocked him for the drums. Clap is in the right tone. It's not too loud. Yeah, I agree. I could hear this as like background music to something. I could definitely hear artists jumping on here, soul singer, rapper, whatever. I can hear this going like so many different directions. I think it's quality. Doesn't matter that it's short because it's a work in progress, so things can change. And you know, if you've never heard Kenny's beats before, him and Noir are actually good at where like the first half of this is its own little piece and the second half kind of transitions into something else. So I'm definitely not tripping over it sounding like a loop for 53 seconds. I'd give this a 8.5. I think it's dope. Good shit, Kenny. Salute. All right. Fallen Dove. You're killing me. This is called When Doves Cry. Okay. Just a beat, but it's one of the few that make you feel emotional. All right, I know Bird isn't here, but he always says that whenever you set expectations before we even hear it, you're setting yourself up. So you name it When Doves Cry. It's a very popular Prince song. No, thoughts are already flowing. So I know you might be emotional, but you know, hope you don't get more emotional when people hear it. Here's go. Definitely not a Prince type beat. I don't know. Right now, I'm in November back to last song in there. When did you make this beat, Fallen Dove? somewhat new. When you say somewhat new to me, that means like within the last 2, maybe 3 weeks. Don't tell me something is somewhat new and it's like 3 months old unless it's a car and it's got like a couple hundred miles on it, right? It's like showing up with a new significant other, introducing to your friends and your family, like, oh, they're somewhat new. Known them a couple months. You ain't say nothing. All right. Anyway, that was When Doves Cry by The Fallen Dove. I don't hate it. I think the only thing that I don't like about it is the melody, the piano strings or whatever you got playing as the melody. I think the 808s are slapping. Hi-hats are there. I just don't like the melody. If you can find a different melody, swap that out, because the melody to me feels very basic. You got a good drum line going and you got like a very basic sounding melody. And it's almost like pull something straight out of the default sound kit Fruity Loops melody. Switch up those sounds. You know, if you can find like a decent old-timey sample or some other piano melody to play in that place, I would love it more. I think where it's at, I would give it a 6. And that's just heavily carried by the drums itself. And the fact that at least it feels properly arranged. But I'll give it a 6. I'm not mad at it. All right. That's it for the subs. Let's see. I'm going to close down the sub. Let's move on to the free queue. All right. I'll give the free queue another 15 minutes before I close that down. Shout out to all the subscribers. You're welcome. Please stop being so crazy. All right. Moving on to the regular queue, the free queue, the broke boys. Once again, Bird and Nikki aren't here, so you're only getting one person's feedback. I'm flying through them tonight. I'll give you a rating 1 through 10. I'll give you some short commentary. It's not 3 people tonight. It's just me. It's just me by myself. And any special requests? I'm not taking them, but I'll listen. Crazy, bleh. Don't be like that. Who's cooking for Thanksgiving? Are any of y'all cooking? I know Ray is driving to be cooked for. Kenny, you cooking something? Noir, you cooking? What y'all cooking? Invite me over. Let me come get a plate. Let's get hyped up.
Dope, driller selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Y'all throw niggas selling lows, is you like that? All 24, you won't go, is you like that?
Y'all know. The big 3. Y'all know. Let's go. I'm about to get live with you. Got the toes out. Strippers on this pole round. Whole crowd go live with it. I ain't never been a city boy. Bitch, I'm so amazing. Cruising with the windows down, cause my partner blazing. What them heifers hitting for? Yo, I'm on the line. I was on the floor busy, but you know I'm gonna shine. You can vision me. Man, I know these people probably sick of me. Every time they turn around, I'm rocking with their bitches beat. You ain't even gotta ask, homie, you ain't got this. Started from the factory, they ain't even dropped this. I was in the studio, cooking up some nonsense. I'm him, you ain't on my level, homie, stop this. I'm back, big and bad, what you even asked for? I was on the block while your ass was in the classroom. 1991, you can find me playing bad dreams. 10 years later, you can catch me making bad moves.
Oh, that's right, Noir. I forgot you're in. Do y'all eat the same shit that Americans do, or I should say the United States does for Canadian Thanksgiving? Is it turkey up there too? Is it Canadian bacon, Canadian turkey, Canadian mac and cheese and shit like that? What's different between y'all's plates? Uh-oh. The Fallen Dove has just tipped, so hold on. What do you got? What am I doing? You got another track for me to listen to? If so, where is it? In the meantime, I'm gonna play the first up in the free queue. This is from With Below 2, Siphon. It says use headphones. So I'm gonna caution y'all out there who are listening, maybe turn it down until we see what the hell happens here. But let's take a listen. So far, okay, that was Siphon by Will Blow 2. I felt like I was playing a Nintendo game, and it's one of those games where you have to go out into outer space. I just put in a solid 20 hours, left my Nintendo running overnight, because back then saving involved writing down a bunch of random letters and numbers and re-entering that with accuracy, or no saves at all. You just had to play straight through. So I left my Nintendo running overnight, came back the next day, put in another solid 10 hours, and then I lost at the final boss. And this is the sound that played. And it made me very angry. It really depends on what you're trying to do with this kind of instrumental. Does it have a place in an 8-bit video game? Sure. Does it have a place on the soundtrack of a movie? No. Can an artist jump on it? Probably not. I don't know what the expectations are here, so I'm just going to rate it as a video game background noise, and I'll give it a 4. I'm very uncertain what to do with it. And you didn't say anything otherwise, so yeah, I'm at a 4, maybe a 5 if I can envision a video game accompanying it, but yeah, I just don't know. All right, Fallen Dove. What do you got here? Might use for album. Is that the real actual name of this? Oh yeah, video games are great now. You can literally walk around for 5 seconds and it'll save for you. You guys are lucky, you young whippersnappers these days. Back in my day, good old head saying there. All right, might use for album. This is by the Fallen Dove. Thank you for the tip. This one is somewhat new. Okay, so I guess it's within the last 2 months. The hell is that? Oh. I don't like that sound. Yeah, you should have brought the energy up right there. This is too much. Nah, I didn't like that part at all. That was Fallen Dove, might use for an album. So I think you've gotten decent with your drum line, right? You've got a decent drum line there. It's the melodies that are very basic sounding at this point. And then when I was saying you should have brought the energy back up, that transition where you had the down momentum and then you went further down, you should have brought the energy back up. So whenever the drums came back in at the end, you need to skip that 4-bar section that you just went lower energy and just replace it with bringing the drums back in. Like, I don't know. There's a time and a place for stuff like that. Maybe if artist is just talking in the middle of their song, but on just a listen through, it's too long of a down period. You needed to up the energy right there. Other than that, like I said, drums are good. Melodies sound very blah, as you would call it, blah. I would give this a 6, maybe 5.5. I don't know. Your drums are carrying you. I'll give you that much. Your drums are sounding solid, but everything else is kind of needs work. But I'll give it a 6. I'm not mad at it. Not too mad at it, I should say. All right. Next up, beat by Will the Cook. This is Big Adam, track called No Filter. Oh, look, there's a video. Okay, hold on. What's up, Nemo? Been learning how to create synths. Yeah, I mean, that's all well and good. I think that maybe finding some, like I said, some sample packs that you can use in place of those melodies and synths, because I think the synths by themselves, they just feel very lacking. Like it feels like it cheapens the quality of the beat. So I don't know, do with that what you will, but I feel like you can do better with more polished sounds. All right, let's watch this video here by Big Adam called No Filter. This is produced by Will the Cook. Boom shakalaka. How big can I make this? There we go. Here, let's do this.
Now we're going to have a little music, like old times.
Move this doohickey here.
Listen up, listen up, listen up. Sitting in my room, I just wanna get inspired. Looking down the bottle, maybe I should just get higher. I'ma call my plug, hoping he gon' get me some. This may not be healthy, but this is something I love. Life is short, it's gonna get a whole lot shorter. Keep going at this pace, I will end up in the early grave. Shit, I'm 23, turning 24. When I close my eyes, I can't see after 34. Gotta be more to life than the substance in my life. Some say what you gotta get married, have kids. I don't wanna have a baby if I know I'm gonna dip. I'm just spitting how it is. I'm crying through my rhymes, nobody cares why. I'm screaming for help, nobody hears why. They just wanna vibe, unwind, kill time. Wait until they act if it was a goddamn surprise. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets, This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets. Fuck me, yeah, fuck everything else. I'm here for entertainment, I won't act like something else. Face facts, I'm not the superhero of my times. No expert when it comes to spitting, rapping these rhymes. But I'm an expert of sadness, depression. Hope you're able to hear my confession. Now put that to the side, sit back, listen to my rhyme. Don't think we got enough time. Bring it back, spitting straight facts. I don't give a single fuck, that's where the boy is at. But don't be worried, we get him, still got hope. I'ma stick around and see what the world unfolds. Bring it back, spitting straight facts. I don't give a single fuck, that's where the boy is at. But don't be worried, we get him, still got hope. I'ma stick around and see what the world unfolds. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets, This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets. This is real as it gets, huh? This is real as it gets,
You see, the key of happiness is to learn to love oneself. Because if you cannot love yourself, how can you truly be happy? I shall leave you with this knowledge of mine. Goodbye.
All right, that was Big Adam, No Filter, produced by Will the Cook, submitted by Will the Cook. Where's Cyclone at? This guy sounds like Cyclone if Cyclone listened to me a year ago and actually started rapping instead of trying to sing like Mariah Carey. I like the beat. The beat is dope. Beat is smooth and polished. The rapper is definitely on beat, good flow. I hate the lyrics. The lyrics are just very basic and boring. I feel like lyrically it could be a whole lot better, especially given the flow. Flow was on point. Lyrics were nothing to write home about. I would call it like that. I'd give this I give it a 6. I'm not amazed at the lyrical capability of this person. Do better is what I would say. But good beat by Will. Whoever mixed it, I think the mix is okay. Vocals a little bit loud, but yeah. Nah, is what I would say. All right, next up. How come we review songs that were sent a week ago? So we do this show every Wednesday, and then in the middle of the show, we close the queue. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to close the queue for tonight. And then at that point, people can post their links to whatever songs that they want us to listen for the next show, which is going to be on next Wednesday. So from Wednesday to Wednesday, you can post songs. So I'm listening to songs that were posted after the queue got closed last week. So we have 7 days to add to the queue. The earlier you get in line, the earlier you get played in the show. Normally our shows go about 3 or 4 hours because typically we have 3 people hosting. So you usually get 3 people's opinions. It's holiday week. So just me holding down the fort tonight and kind of light on the queue tonight. So should be a smooth sailing night. But yeah, that's why I'm listening to things from last week because those haven't been listened to yet. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and close the queue. And also, so that I don't have to keep announcing it, the queue is closed. All right. Yeah, where is Cyclone? Because he told me I had something of his to listen to, and I don't even see it in the queue. I know he messaged it to me, but oh well, Cyclone, you snooze, you lose. Well, so after the show ends, it will be available on YouTube to rewatch it. So if you're not available for the actual live stream, you can go on YouTube and watch it after the fact anytime that you want. Sometimes we post them on Twitch. I just have to remember to go in there and press the button. That's all. No special story about that. All right. Next up, Joe Boston. This is called "You're Not Alone." Shout out Joe Boston. Joe Boston is going to be working tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day, grinding for that turkey. What up, young killer? All right, that was "You're Not Alone" by Joe Boston. I like when the beat is actually playing at its peak. I like it. The thing that is holding this beat back is the transitions suck. And I've told Joe about this before, is like when you're arranging your beat, it needs to have like clearly defined or at least noticeable sections to it. Like, this is the verse, this is the hook, this is a bridge. Like, the way he brings in and out instruments is just, it's confusing as hell, and it's hard from even just a general listening standpoint to understand what's happening, because he'll kind of bring in one instrument, and then 2 lines later he'll bring in another, and then 2 more lines later he'll bring in a third. It's like, you gotta like really draw a line in the sand of, this is the hook, this is the verse, and you gotta stick to that. You can't just like pick and choose, like 20 seconds in I'm gonna take out this instrument, and then 30 seconds in I'm gonna add another one. Like, sonically it has to make some sort of sense, and that's what's holding me back about this one. Is sonically it's confusing to listen to from start to finish. If I just took the section of it where it's just like the loop, it's fine, but if I wanted to listen to this from start to finish, it doesn't play well. For that reason, I'll give it a 5. I definitely could have given it a 7 if it had clearly defined breakdowns and transitions, but the way that it's arranged sucks. So I'm at a 5, Joe. Like, I told you have to go back and listen. Like, take a song. Well, shit, this probably isn't going to help for him, but take like a song that you know of. Like, take the 16 lines in a verse, take the 4 or the 8 lines in the hook, and like match that up against your beat and say, okay, this is where I know my hook is in my beat. This is where I know my verse is. You can't just go into your DAW and arrange instruments and call it a day without like breaking it down of what's what. And I feel like that's where you keep forgetting, is it needs to be arranged and not just put together. So yeah, 5 for me. All right, next up, Stevie Bones. General feedback on this instrumental. This is called Crafty Fox. All right. All right, that was Crafty Fox by Bones. Stevie Bones. Welcome to the server. Welcome to the show, first and foremost. That wasn't bad. I mean, nice little old school vibe to it. I know Ray said he likes this. Of course, Ray would like this. This is right up his rapping cadence. I can already hear a bunch of 5-syllable words being strung together across this in Ray's voice. Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, old school vibe. I definitely feel like it kind of forces certain styles of tracks on it. Like, it's not very open-ended where I could hear different things on it, but I think it does the job of what the producer set out to do. And if I had to wager his style based on this, I'd say that he's pretty well polished and he knows what he's doing once he goes in to make a beat. I give it objectively a 7. It's not my style of beat, but I hear that the mix is good. You know, while it does feel a little bit repetitive, there are some like little stops and pauses here and little loop backs. So I think he made it well enough for what it's designed to do. So I give it a 7. All right. Next up is Bonafide, Frank Ocean type beat, maybe. What does that mean, maybe? How can it maybe be a Frank Ocean type beat? Maybe it's not a Frank Ocean type beat. Maybe it's a Fallen Dove type beat. Well, we'll never. I don't know about, you know. No. Yeah. It's like a lullaby. could put you to sleep, probably. It's better or worse than the that we heard earlier. It's just different. Very different. All right, that was Bonafide with Frank Ocean type beat, maybe. I don't feel like the drums really match the energy of the beat. I feel like maybe keep saying maybe. Man, some live instrumentation would definitely sound better over this, because with the drums that you have, it kind of lends into what people are saying, where it's like it's very lethargic the way that it sounds. The kick is too padded to maybe type beat. The kick is too padded, and it just kind of just, I don't know. It's not hitting the way that the kick should hit. Like the drum should make this feel a little bit more present, and I feel like the drums just blend into the beat itself. It's not bad. It's not appealing, is how I would phrase it. I would give this a. I feel like I've been lenient tonight. Usually I'm kind of grumpy and I give low scores. I give this a 5. I think that's my grading scale tonight. I think this is 5. I'm not on the hated side of things quite yet. I haven't heard something that I truly hate yet. All right. Next, Junk Rock Radio. Let's see, what is this? Junk Rock Radio is a small collective of do-it-yourself artists who do a little bit of everything music-wise. Okay. Cool. This is called, this is Knife, Vicious X Head Gain. I don't know what that means. We'll find out together. Here we go.
This motherfucker keeps camping in the corner with a fucking shotgun. Hey, bitch. Take a pussy boy soul, hit that pussy boy skull. It's a long way home down this fucking dark road. Getting visions in my mind, white bitch doing lines, stuff her nose up with coke. All these bitches love blow. Dirty assholes trying to fuck me, I can't go. Dirty assholes trying to fuck me at my show. Bitch, I'm dumping out the backwood, guts on the floor. Bitch, I'm dumping out the whole magazine at your door. Bitch, I rock out at this show, then I'm living with some hoes. One for me and one for bro. When I'm top inside the pole, I was geeked up off that molly, I can feel it in my soul. I was sipping so much lean, I can feel it in my toes. I got rich homies, I got rich homies. Big wave crashing in like a big tsunami. Put him in his place, stomp him in the face. Get caught with the blade if you talking down on my name.
Dirty ass bitch, drink some Slim Fast. Bitch ass, yeah, tatted on the bitch ass. Yeah, I be studying all the witchcraft. Coming to my mind, head gone on the flow. Bitch, you know this is my time. Pull out that fucking knife, shoot him right up in his spine, break his fucking neck. I just want this check. I'm in LA with my zombie shorty, she gon' give me neck. Don't you know this is my wife? I will take your fucking life. Blend this shit right on sight. If we all go down tonight, I don't really give a fuck. I'ma pull out this knife, I'ma stab you in your gut. I'ma fuck your ass right up. Me and bitches coming in and we come up out the cut. Come up out the cut and we aiming for your head. Bitches talking crazy, I'ma shoot him in his dread. Knock off one lock, then I knock off all the rest. This bitch he talking crazy, had to get that off my chest.
All right, that was Vicious and Head Gone of Junk Rock Radio with their track Knife. Kind of hidden. God, get out of here, Ray. Dez, if you're still there, this would be an example of people who actually wrote down their lyrics, but it didn't impress me beyond what you did as a freestyle. Like, I'm gonna pull that knife out, I'm gonna stab you in your gut. Like, a lot of the things that they were saying was just so predictable, right? And then, like, the first artist, Vicious, I think he said bitch to begin 5 lines in a row. Yeah, it's all stuff that anybody could say, and it you could interchange the artist and not even blink an eye. And that's what I mean as far as, like, you don't have to, I'm not asking anybody to be like Einstein and come up with a theory that nobody's ever thought of before, but at least make it sound uniquely you. And you could replace these guys, maybe not the sound of their voice, because they do have a lot of energy, but you could replace them lyrically with anybody else and not really notice a difference. So that's what I mean when I say be a little bit more unique. And that's why I mentioned Dez, because Dez freestyled it, and he probably did just as good lyrically as these two guys did writing their lyrics down. So be better is what I would say. I'm not okay. Objectively, I would give it a 6. My initial reaction was this is a 5. I don't really like the track, but then I'm thinking about their energy and their presence. No, you know what? Fuck that. They got off beat. The first guy, Vicious, he got off beat a lot. A 5. Head Game or Head Gone, I don't know what the X stands for. He came in and he kind of saved it up. He cleaned it up a little bit. But yeah, the first guy kept getting off beat. Nah, it's a 5. Good energy, though. Good voices, good energy. Very, very bland track to me. But I would like to hear more from you guys since you are a collective. Let's see. Next up, A.D. Rocky. Uh-oh. This is called Crack a Man. I never know what we're getting into at A.D. Rocky. Either it's a story about his dad, his cousins, some random person in Mississippi. It's always something. As Bird mentions, details. A.D. Rocky's got plenty of details. Let's see what Crack a Man is about. I'm not sure I should be saying that. Jesus.
I don't give a fuck if I was rapping on a motherfucking toaster. My music would still be 10 times better than yours. Surfer. Bitch ass motherfucker. The rapper numerator, I'm a motherfucking boss. The denominator, that would be a bitch in y'all. Are the exes hating, the why she left is my balls. Gordon Ramsay slapped my mama just for dropping Freeze's roll. Crack a man, finna go to war like the Taliban. How the fuck your ego get so high, my bro don't understand. Aftermath, do you like me, Mia Khalifa after Ash? Nobody gon' watch it, you'll be fucked so hard it's tragic, man. You say I'm never gonna blow, guess what, you damn right. That is the skill your master quit sucking your fag die. Your 808's never in tune, speak about so you have a dude. The best shit that you produce, pre-flip damn guy. Keep playing with your dick, you punk. Not my name, my tongue's a pump. Narcissists is on drugs, pop, pop, pop. You talking shit about me, bro, I'ma really fuck you up. Can't take no criticism, sensitive as dumb fuck. Zoo the Kid, you a little bitch, illiterate, idiot, hope you finna quit, bitch. Zoo the Kid, you a little bitch, illiterate, idiot, hope you finna quit, bitch. He be spitting venom, but the work it doesn't fit. He be spitting venom, steady twerking on my dick. He be spitting venom, but the brother doesn't spit. He's too fat to get her, Swinky out his mouth for shit. He be spitting venom, but the work it doesn't fit. He be spitting venom, steady twerking on my dick. He be spitting venom, but the brother doesn't spit. He's too fat to get her, Swinky out his mouth for shit. Swiggy out his mouth for shit. Won't get a Twiggy out his mouth for shit. You said that you been at it 15 years, that shit is tragic. We need plumbers, we need that shit. No producers and more rappers, especially if they rapping at the level that you're rapping for. As long as this dude has been, never was and still it has been. Zoo the Kid, you a little bitch, illiterate, idiot, hope you finna quit. Zoo the Kid, you a little bitch, illiterate, idiot, hope you finna quit. He be spitting venom, but the work it doesn't fit. He be spitting venom, said he's working on my dick. He be spitting venom, but the brother doesn't spit. He's too fat to get a Twinkie out his mouth for shit. He can't get a Twinkie out. Can't get a Twinkie out. He can't get a Twinkie out. No we can't, no we can't. He can't get a Twinkie out. Can't get a Twinkie out. He can't get a Twinkie out. No we can't, no we can't.
Chat. Did that song just end saying he can't get his Twinkie up? Or am I mishearing things?
Gang, 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 gang.
All right. Sorry. Let me get myself together. That was AD Rocky with Crack a Man. Obviously a diss track to somebody. A lot of penis references there about twerking and getting the winky up. AD Rocky, I gotta know, man. You seem to always be involved in some chaos. Are you the common denominator? Like, like, I don't know, man. Trouble seems to go wherever you go. Whether it's like this guy trying to twerk on your dick, and your dad shuffling you around, people diddling ditties in the city, your cousin or your friend, your homeboy was it last week getting deported. Man, I'm staying away from you. You are a bad luck charm. As for this song, you know, how do I phrase this? You're taking the diss approach, but you're trying to make it into an anthem, which I understand. I mean, we have high profile beef this year with Kendrick Lamar and, you know, the Not Like Us song. Drake has had Back to Back, which was an anthem against Meek Mill. Tupac Hit 'Em Up was an anthem. We've had a lot of diss songs that were anthems, and this didn't work because I feel like your tone, and I think Bird mentioned this last week, is you got to learn how to adjust your tone between verses and everything else that you're doing, like hooks, chanting, and all the other stuff. Like, you always have that same tone in your voice, and you need to learn how to manipulate your voice a little bit more so that things feel different at different sections of the song. So like whenever you're like doing the hook, maybe do it a little bit lower, like do it gritty, you know, something like that. Give a little bit of grime to it. When you're chanting, you know, stand 2 feet away from the mic, cup your mouth and, you know, chant like that. Like, you got to mix it up rather than just sit here and doing plain straight up rapping. And I think that's what will make your tracks really differentiate from where they're at right now to what you're trying to do. Is like, you got to play with it sonically a little bit more rather than just standing there and rapping. That's I think, lyrics aside on this questionable track, I think that's the one thing that's holding this track back. And I say that with a huge wave of caution, is that it has to feel different at those different elements. Like, you got to mix it up. Yeah, cup your balls if that makes your voice go higher or lower. I don't know if eating shit helps, Des, but I'm not here to judge anybody's method of how they bring out the madness. I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly, Bert. Rocky gets locked into that same cadence, and, you know, it could just be getting used to your voice. Like, sometimes it takes you years to figure out how to actually manipulate your voice that way. But you got to try it, because if you don't try it, you're just going to sound the same every single time regardless. So, yeah, you got to do something. Did I give that a rating? Shit. Fuck. I'll give it a 6. Like, Rocky is a solid rapper, and I think the plateau is where he's at, and he needs to adjust those cadences to get beyond like a 6.5. He's at a 6 right now. Hey man, if eating feces helps you guys, do your thing. It's not for me. I vote no. All right, next up, Slice. This is called Private. Just dropped. Let me know if it's hard. Follow me before I blow up. Okay. Guys, let's all make sure that we follow this person before they blow up. It's called Private. Let's take a listen.
I'm just trying to keep what I got in my life, just so private. I'm just trying to keep what I had in my life, just some peace. All the money that I spent, I thought I had a loyal hoe. Bitch, I'm not worried about you, I got another show to go. Can't keep worrying about you, I got another hoe on go. Only thing in my head is that money. Only thing in my head is my future with you. And that's true, and that's true. When she told me she fuck with me, man, I froze her. When she told me she fuck with me, yeah, I chose her. When she told me about her past, I thought I knew her. When she fucked up, man, I said let's do it over. I said just move it over. I said let's roll another one, I'm damn near fucking sober. I said man, fuck the other bitch, you got me going crazy. I'm losing my mind, popping pills, man, like all the time. I'm just trying to keep what I got in my life, just so private. I'm just trying to keep what I had in my life, just some peace. All the money that I spent, I thought I had a loyal hoe. Bitch, I'm not worried about you, I got another show to go. Can't keep worrying about you, I got another hoe on go. Only thing in my head is that money. Only thing in my head is my future with you.
All right, that was Slies with Private. I gotta say, the more I hear songs like this, the more impressed I am with the first track that we listened to tonight from Dez, which was a pure freestyle. Because Dez basically said the same things off of the top of his head, and these guys are writing it down and coming up with nothing. I don't know that this is blow up material. I don't think that lyrically it's memorable. And it just sounds very generic. Maybe I've said that too much. It sounds unentertaining. I give it a 4. Just because you're able to kind of piece it together and, you know, somewhat on beat and all that other stuff. But yeah. Not very impressed, is what I would say. Des, I don't think your lyrics were that bad. I'm just saying that, like, some of the things that these people were saying, like, you just kind of, like, you got to sections of your song where you just kind of freestyled it off the top of your head, and they're, like, actually taking the time and they've, like, thought it through and said, you know what, I'm going with this one. And I'm not rewriting it at all. At least giving you the benefit of the doubt. You're just coming up with the shit on the spot. And they're like, you know what? Sign, seal, deliver. Checks in the mail. Nah, I don't think your lyrics were bad at all. It's just, I'm surprised that when people have the time to refine their craft, that they don't do better. Or don't try to do better. Or maybe they think this is good. And maybe this is the best that they got. That's fair too. I know Bird has always said that he thinks everybody can be good at rapping. I'm not of that opinion. Oh yeah, that's right. Raised in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang.
All right. Speaking of gang, gang, I just got a tip from somebody, and let's give this a listen. Let's see. Where is it at? Here is Passive the Rapper with I Guess.
Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through it all the way down. Yeah, everybody been through a lot.
Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Fuck it, we can switch spots. You don't wanna know what I know, I bet. Somebody better give me my props. I did what I did, still doing my best. I get it now, I'm less stressed. Had to let go of what I had left. Some of my dogs was deaf. Shit, I heard bitches upset. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. I've seen a many man fold. I slam my hand in the sliding door. Yes, still I stand. If I drop to the floor, I'll get back up and go stand some more. I got shit on my mind, I got bills to pay. Hey, young nigga said fuck minimum wage. Got dinner plates looking like a China buffet. Who won't smoke with the boy when I got dry ice in the fireplace? I'm like, gave me the blues. They wanna put me to death. Misery loves company as I bow my head. I can still see my breath. This shit in prison, I learned how to act out in public. Keep it quiet, don't be touching nothing. Oh fuck it, I wanna see the world today. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. If I could play a violin in front of God, and the devil was a supervisor, and my mama was a superhuman, and my daddy was a demigod, would I cry more in a hot tub? Or would I leave it alone? Or would I leave it alone? Always gotta set the tone. I come from a place where you and I don't get along much. Beef is just a long lunch. I'm tryna make some changes, tryna be less dangerous. The devil took my halo and Jesus fucking framed it, man. Yeah, everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough, I guess. Everybody been through a lot. Some ain't been through enough.
All right, that was I Guess by Passive the Rapper. Chat, what'd y'all think about that? I thought this was okay, I guess. Vocals a little bit loud, but not egregiously. I'd say vocals could come down maybe like a decibel and a half. Overall, I like the lyrics of it. The one part that kind of made me go was like when you like something about the blues, and then you kind of like had this weird like, I don't know, it flipped. Yeah, decibel and a half. Shit was loud. The fuck. I mean, but yeah, I like the switch ups in it. I thought the hook was dope. Hook was memorable, where like you listen to it, and the next time it comes on, you kind of know what's coming to expect. I think I've said this like a couple months ago. Like a good hook is something that a parrot can repeat. So like, does it have the parrot effect? Like the second and third time, am I going to want to sing along with it or repeat it back? And like, I think this has that quality of it. You know, it does transition a lot between the rapping and then the melodies. That the only part that didn't work for me was that blues part. Everything else, it kind of worked, even if it was a little bit strange. But Passive is like that. Sometimes he just does strange things and you just kind of like have to let him do his thing, because he'll just like go off on you. And then he won't speak to you for like a week, but that's okay. He'll be back. You know, you just gotta let him go through his stuff, I guess. I'd give this a 7.5, just because, like I said, like the changes between the rapping and the melodies, I'd have to listen to it again. It's probably an 8, but like my first initial listen, it's a 7.5. All right, Drippy, I see that you sent a track. The queue is closed, but you know what? I'm solo tonight. I'll allow it. I will reclose the queue and slide that one in. All right, who's next? The second half of the song is a result of rushing. Yeah, you should stop rushing and don't go chasing waterfalls. You know, please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. As some wise young gals once said. All right, who's next? Tokes, Out the Slums, featuring Junebug. All right, Tokes. Tokes is, let me preface this. Tokes raps like a gangster Latino from South Florida, which I believe he is. And my feedback to him is like, I just need him to, what we just been talking about here, spend a little bit more time and effort into his stuff. So I'm hopeful. I'm not making any promises, but I'm hopeful because I know Tokes listens. I mean, he talks to us in the lounge and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. Here's Out the Slums featuring Junebug.
It's that motherfucking demon, homie. Buzz back if you hear gunshots, California state of mind. Your gang shit, that's why you pussy scared of mine. Staying with a crazy bitch, Kevin Federline. And what you packing on, dog, ain't shit compared to mine. Gotta get that money, gotta get it all the time. And if I ain't working, best believe I'm pressing lines, 9 to 5s. Or risk getting hit with the dudes 5 to lie. I do it for my gang, cause I wanna see us shine. Gave them the blueprint, now all we gotta do is grind. 501s, white tee with my all white nights. Why you mad? Cause the homies fuck the bitches that you like. Tell them pipe down, don't make me creep up with the lights down. Hating on those Mexicans, damn, must be a white crowd. Tell them count the spokes when I knock the ass right down. It's a life that I chose, I got me where I am right now. It's a life that I chose, I got me where I am right now.
Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged. Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged. Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged. Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged.
Can't stop, won't stop, I'm addicted. Keep on looking for the money, motherfucker. Why you tripping? Why you looking in my shit? Why you getting in my business? But let your ass know, homie, how this shit goes. Everywhere I go, fool, I'm throwing pics slow. P on my head, man, you already know. Bitches sitting tripping cause I stay on the low. 24/7, gotta make my dough. All these motherfuckers straight peeping on my front door. Gotta shoot that motherfucker straight from that peephole. Yeah, you know how the shit straight goes. Gang bang in the rhythm, and you know I'm straight tripping. Everywhere the fuck I go, little homie straight dipping. It's just another routine, what I'm straight living. I ain't really give a mad fuck what you thinking. Looking for the hundreds, motherfucker, what you know. Fucking with $5, no motherfucker gotta flow. Everywhere I'm going, and you know I gotta smoke. Gotta take a fucking fat ass toke, what you know, bitch.
Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged. Smoking fat blunts coming straight out the slums. Never loving no slug, enemies get bugged.
Okay, that was Tokes, Out the Slums, featuring Junebug. Junebug's the first rapper, Tokes was the second rapper. I'm not mad at this.
Gang, 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 gang.
I feel like Tokes improved over the last couple tracks that we heard. He's more on beat. He's more present. I can hear a little bit more emotion and tone in how he's delivering it. I would say on the hook, I would say both of you gentlemen need to kind of layer your vocals and both of you do the hook. Like how A.D. Rocky was trying to do an anthem, like this should be an anthem. It needs to be performed a little bit better, but I think that both of you doing the hook would make this track sound better. And then, as we've mentioned, you know, lyrically it could be better, but I don't think it's taking away given the style of the track. The only thing I would say is that whenever you guys are using the word fuck, bitch, shit, ask yourself, can I replace this with another word and still convey the same thought? I'm not saying that cussing has no place or that you shouldn't cuss, but you know, when you hear fuck in every line, bitch in every line, I'm not saying it's literally in every line, but like every other line, like when you hear those words so frequently, it basically says that you have a limited vocabulary. And again, not like everybody has to have this expansive vocabulary, but can you like spread things out and show us more of what you have rather than just falling back on, like, it's easy to say, fuck that bitch. I'm going to go fuck this bitch, or I'm going to go fuck another bitch. Like, say it another way. I'm going to go pull this chick off the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say it differently. I'm not saying you can't say those words, but like, just be a little bit different with how you express it, and that goes a long way. What are you talking about, Bird? God damn it. What did you do? Forwarded me a zip. Can you see if it has an MP3 in there? You tried to skip, but not. God damn it, Bird. Where did you forward this zip file? Email? I had to check my email. God damn it. All right. The correct. Okay, what am I pulling out of this zip file? I need access. Hold on. Let me wait. Let me open it in the other browser. Sorry, folks. Hold on. Bird is causing me chaos in the middle of the show. Yeah, I still need access. Give me access to whatever the hell it is that you're sharing with me. And then what am I doing? See if it has an MP3 in there. Forget it. Good, great. Perfect. I love that effort from you, Bird. Forget it. All right, moving right along. Well, maybe if you weren't so busy driving, you could participate in the show with all the cool people like Passive and Dez and Ray. And Drippy. Drippy's here too. All right. Who's next? DMA, Crossroads. Okay. DMA, if you ever exchange messages with DMA, they will ask you a question. You'll give a very thought out, thorough response, and their response 90% of the time is, I see. So much to the fact that anytime somebody says I see, we tag DMA and then they just laugh at it because they know the shit that they do. They know. All right, here's DMA, Crossroads. right, that was DMA with Crossroads. Yeah, definitely. I'm at the same rate. I'm at a 7.5. This definitely screams you got to tell a story on it, and it's got to be an interesting story. I can't really imagine, like, you know, I can't imagine Tokes doing his, you know, gangsta Latin raps on this. I can't imagine. It's not elementary. I mean, there are some qualities about it that make it above average for a beat. Like, it's not just a straight loop. There are different things done to it that make it stand out. Sure, it may feel like a basic boom bap beat, but it's definitely no. There's more than 3 stems on this. I promise you that. There's 4, maybe 5. 6 if the drums and the hi-hats are separate. Nah, but I mean, I understand the sentiment of that. It feels like every other boom bap beat, but I think it can also feel like a very, you know, the same way we say like raps can be generic and can definitely be a generic boom bap beat. But I feel like this is a quality beat. I think if Dog Tags and Gonzilla were here, they would say this is solid. So that's where I'm at with it. I think it's solid. I think it's above average. I think it's a 7.5. It's not like, wow, I'm amazed, but it's definitely good enough. Oh, wow. Getting feisty in the chat. Let me stay out of this. A little bit of back and forth spats there. I'll let you guys talk that out amongst yourselves. Next up is Mel Nooks, Lose Control. All right. Shout out to Mel Nooks, wherever you are. Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Heard me, Pat. There's Mel. I was answering your question when you asked if Mel Nooks was a he or a she, and then I refused to answer. So welcome to the chat, Phantomly Reaper. Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang.
All right, that was Lose Control by Mel Nooks, aka Phantomly Reaper, in the Twitch chat. I like that. I mean, it's soft, it's airy, it's got a loose vibe to it. Gang,
gang, gang, gang, gang.
Shout out to Rose. Thank you for the follow. I think the production was solid on it. I didn't hear anything that really stood out that, you know, made me question your ability to produce or your state of mind and well-being. I thought the samples were well placed. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's a nice little vibe. I give this a 7.5. I don't know what the chat thinks. It's starting to get a little feisty there with Cyclone and Passive joining. 2 very opinionated individuals, but, you know, we like feedbacks. even if it comes from a place of harsh critique. 8.5. All right, you got to explain that one. What are you doing over this beat, Cyclone, that makes it an 8.5? Not that I'm judging your 8.5, but like, what makes this an 8.5 to you? Feedback for Phantomly Reaper, that way that they know, you know, maybe they want to make a Cyclone type beat. This is an 8.5 or 8 from Ray. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. A Ray type beat, Ray Stans type beat. What are you two gentlemen doing over this beat that makes it an 8.5 from you two? Just let me know. I'm curious. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Next up is Zax. Just finished this tonight. It's called Motion. You know what they say about passive? It's not the size of the ship. It's the crazy captain that's steering it. Right, that was Motion by Zax. What y'all think of that one? I haven't heard a beat that was centered around the drums and the horns like that in a while. Reminds me of some old David Banner type stuff. But I like it. I mean, it's different than what we normally hear around here. Zax usually is kind of like out in his own little island plateau or whatever you want to call it. But he always does it in a very polished fashion. It's never like super eccentric. So I respect the risk that he usually takes whenever he's just kind of tinkering and doing stuff here. I like this one. I mean, it's definitely not like super high up on my this is amazing, I'm wowed by it, but it's not like blah. I give this a 7. Maybe 7.5. I don't know. Something around that. Rose, I saw that you sent in a tip. If you could post your track in the November feedback channel, I will play that next. Rose Futurismo. Is Zach active in the Discord? Zax is active on occasion. Usually, like if you catch him when he's not in the middle of doing stuff, he'll chat for a bit. Yeah, he hasn't been active lately, but there's been some times like in the middle of the night where he'll chat for like a few hours. So he can be active, if not daily active. I don't know that necessarily answered your question. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Let's see. Rose, where are you at? I see you in the Discord, but I can't mention you, so I don't know how to contact you. Let me see if I can get your attention. There you are. I don't know what you do. I'm just going to call you a rapper. Turn that harpsichord down. Ray, not a fan of the harp? What's your problem? Wait. Who is that directed at, Passive? Rarely answer questions, but often instigate more? Who are you talking to? You talking to me? Why would you say that? Why would you say that to me in such a harsh tone? What is your tone right now? Please announce it while I get Rose's track queued up. Let us know if I should be a little upset by what you just said. Do I need to be a little offended? Or do I just need to take it in stride? Let me know. All right. Fresher. Ooh, 3 days old. All right. Tone is toxic as fuck. Okay. All right. I rarely answer questions. What questions am I not answering, Passive? Tell me a question that you've asked that I have refused to answer with your toxic fucking tone. Asshole. All right. While you answer that question, Mr. Toxic, here is Rose Futurismo, aka Moody Hunter. This is called Fresher. Boom.
Hey.
Dick baby, tryna dive in, I can live with a maybe. Yeah, I was a player in the past, but you changed me. Now I throw the dimes to the gang, Tom Brady. Shawty with the ass on you, can't let me smash on it. I'ma ball out, drop cold, hard cash on it. Rick going strip, put a chrome heart bag on it. It's love, it's love. Oh. She like, Rose, you know I love it when you round like that. Tell me, baby, how the fuck you shine like that? It's love, it's love. I'm Chris Breezy. Rose fly as fuck, I make the shine look easy. You know what? He might think he fresh, but I'm fresh off. I done fell in love with the pressure. Girl, that's what you need to get that me from. Cold and you know I'm a diamond. Brighten up the room like a headlight. 2 shrooms, now my head right. Me and you till end time. Girl, you know I love when you walk around naked. Slim thick baby, tryna dive in, I can live with a maybe. Yeah, I was a player in the past, but you changed me. Now I throw the dimes to the gang, Tom Brady. Shawty with the ass on you, can't let me smash on it. I'ma ball out, drop cold, hard cash on it. Rick going strip, put a chrome heart bag on it. It's love, it's love.
gonna let that one play all the way. All right, that was Rosie Futurismo with Fresha. That was dope. I know you said it's not mastered or anything, but it still sounds quality. The mix is pretty solid. I love your control over your vocals, switching between the melodies and the raps. You know, we don't ever say this too often, but I think if it's not there, maybe dial it up a little bit on the pitch correction when you're hitting that high note. Not like extreme. I don't think it needs to be egregious. Like normally we're telling people like, why do you have auto tune on? Why are you pitch correcting here? But I think you could like tweak it just a little bit just to kind of smooth it out on that note that you're hanging on to. But other than that, I think the mastery of like, you know, jumping back before between the raps and the singing and all that stuff is solid. It's there. And also the arrangement of the song is dope. Like it's just very, very polished track. I would put it like that. So other than that one like note, I think you got a good track on your hand. And I agree with Passive. If you don't show your face around here, I'll be very upset and I'll never praise you. But nah, man, that was dope. A very, 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 very dope first impression. I would give this track a you know, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. You know, I was about to say 8.5, but I would just be taking off like 0.5 for the pitch correction. That would just be bullshitting you. I give it this a 9. Like to come in and just like that's your first impression track. That's a very good first impression to leave on people. It's a very good track. So I give it a 9. I don't normally get just impressed off the rip like that. So dope shit. Hold on. I think I got claps for that or some shit. So hold on. Somewhere. Did I get rid of them? I got rid of the claps.
Gang, 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 gang.
Oh wait, here they are. Dope shit. Shout out to Rosie. Also, a very unique name. All right. Next up, Rob the Deity. This is called Lustful. Shout out to Rob. Rob is a unique person himself. Very eccentric, I would say, with the style. So I'm curious to see how this sounds. I'm going to let this Rose. That's for you, Passive. You know what? Don't even show up on Friday, Passive. I'll just do this Friday show by myself as well. Fuck. Asshole. All right. Here's Rob the Deity. This is called Lustful. Take a listen.
Tuning into Radio 9, bitch.
Aria.
It's hard to open up my heart, I can't even trust. Thought I felt the love, but I'm entangled with the lust. I'm not what you need, but I'm still trying to corrupt. Think she got to me, I fell in love with a touch. Dreaming. So tired of thinking reasons, my full of demons. You know I want you to shout it, you can't do nothing without me. I fell in love with your body, you fell in love with my hobby. I like it when you get naughty, cannot replace me and copy. Do it, get snappy and bossy. Hit me, I want you to toss me. She my little free, yeah. I'm super geek, huh? Shot it to boutique, yeah. No, I can't leave her. Fell straight to sleep, huh? Now I'm too weak, cause she won't let me be, no. Until I feel, no. It's just a dream. Just let me be.
choose you. I can't breathe.
Hey, you tuning into Radio 9, bitch.
Aria.
Dreaming, so tired of thinking. Reasons, my full of demons.
All right, that was Rob the Deity with Lustful. I like the track. Some of the melodies seem a little bit strange to me. Like some of the notes that you tried to, I don't know, kind of meander there. Vibrato-y, which isn't a word, but I don't know. I think it works for your style. It just feels weird on first listen. And I'd have to listen back to kind of like understand the choice there. But I know Rob usually does kind of out there type things. He definitely is more on the experimental side. So I understand it from that point of view. I just don't know if it necessarily works for me on this track. I agree with Passive. It does sound a little bit muddy, but I can gather a sense of what he's trying to do here. I'm not mad at this track. I give it a 6.5. I think that's fair. Fair enough. Whatever. All right, who's next? Teshire. Is that how I break it down? Or should I say it faster? Teshire. After Teshire is Nemo. After Nemo is Cyclone. And then Drippy. 5.5 from Ray. What? The last time you were invited to a man's penis, you never spoke again? Was that your choosing or their choosing? Passive. Like, kind of open-ended there, the way you left that story. All right, next up, Teshire. This is Teshire's introduction. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Discord. Let's take a listen.
I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. I'm the best with camping, you can hear it when I'm
Hey, Jason. Shut up, man.
I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. It's so fun as this, you know. I can see.
I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. Even if you put a challenge in, you're not challenging. I'll show you who's a man again. Have yourself like mannequin. I'm the best on capping, you can hear it when I'm rapping it. I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. Even if you put a challenge in, you're not challenging. I'll show you who's a man again. Have yourself like mannequin. I'm the best on capping, you can hear it when I'm rapping it. When I ride this wave day, better stay silent. My breath settings come killing beats like a tyrant. She feel the kid, even though I like to see silent. Even in the dark, but I'm still too vibrant. Even in the dark, got the flare, let me spark it. Setting gigs, come really talking the hardest. Who are you to hate like I beg your pardon? Who are you to hate like I beg your pardon? Them man don't rate me, so I don't rate them either. Dreaming on my downfall, I know that they're eager. Man, my cross, some seem to blow like a creeper. Lyrical genius and it only gets deeper and deeper. Come back in new flows, really that boss. I'm not talking about Hugo. Taking these rappers down, something like sumo. Keep it up, but they're really gonna blow a fuse up.
In the booth, I really bring the heat out. Gonna hit me on the max and all of your speakers. Hazy from the formulas and whooping in the P-card. Broken from love, so she's not the keeper.
And true, see the road for me really gets steeper. I don't even know why they hating me, cause maybe they see something I don't see in me. They see something I don't see in me, literally. I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. Even if you put a challenge in, you're not challenging. I'll show you who's a man again. Have yourself like mannequin. I'm the best on capping, you can hear it when I'm rapping it. I can see you panicking and none of you are managing. Even if you put a challenge in, you're not challenging. I'll show you who's a man again. Have yourself like mannequin. I'm the best on capping, you can hear it when I'm rapping it.
All right, that was Tashire with Tashire's intro. Not bad. So the one thing that I will say is that you're on point on the beat. You have a little bit of inflection in you. The one thing I would say is like you need to loosen up. Like you feel very stiff in your delivery, like just arms like straight at your side and you're not moving around. Like you gotta loosen up and breathe a little bit. You sound very intense. Like if we're having like a conversation about, you know, what did we get from McDonald's today, you're like staring at me dead in my pupils and you won't unlock eye contact, and it's a little bit weird, man. But yeah, I think you're on the right track as far as everything else concerned. You got the mechanics down. Now it's just about making your presence feel a little bit more smooth and getting out of that like robotic stance. So I would say if you can like loosen up a little bit and like feel yourself a little bit, you know, calm down, let the nerves go, it'll make the track feel better rather than just sounding good. Like it'll go from sounding good to sounding great. I give it a 6.5. Bird, got your email. I'll get to it in a minute. Got some people in front of you and don't want to reward your email incompetence with skips. All right, next up, Nemo. Shout out Nemo. You've been hanging out in the chat. What is this? All I got, visualizer. All right. Bird did not tip. Don't lie. Don't lie on his behalf. He said that he was trying to tip and he couldn't because he was driving. Don't try to pull one over on me. Oh, what's up? Okay, he switched over to Twitch. Gotcha. All right. Visualizer. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me get this open in the proper fashion. Press the button, press the button. That's where all the action is. What do you mean, why did he switch to Twitch? The Fallen Dove went to go play Call of Duty, so the YouTube chat isn't as active anymore. That's probably one of the reasons. All right. Here we go. This is Nemo. All I got. Is this just a production? Any vocals on this? How long you been making music? Where you from? Let us know. Press and play. Font did you use?
I fantasize about you all the time. A house on the hills, couple extra rooms for a kid or two. If you want, we can pay each other's bills. These thoughts got me going crazy. In reality, I'm just trying to have a baby. Girl, you truly do amaze me. Every curve and edge that I'm praising. I could never do it, I could never do it, could never do it. They know we go way back, girl, you know I miss you. Kiss you on your shoulder, hickey, I remember tattoos. Backseat blackout, vomit on the floor. This is all I am. This is all I got. This is all I am. This is all I got. 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 This is all I am. This is all I got. 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 This is all I got.
All right. Whoa. Close up there. This is Nemo with All I Got. I That was cool, man. I would say a couple of things come to mind off the top of my head. So after you get done with your verse and before it gets into the singing part towards the end, there's a lot of just open space, and try to fill it up with something, whether you do a little bit more in the production side, like maybe a little bit of build up, you know, climax it out a little bit and say, hey, something's coming, or throw some vocals in there to kind of fill out that dead space. I would suggest that. And then when you do get into that hook bridge, whatever you want to call it, towards the end, it sounds like you're too close to the microphone, like you're just eating the microphone at that point. So I would say re-record that part and back up a little bit. Rule of thumb for mixing is you can always record low and mix it high, but if you record it too high, there's not much saving the quality at that point. So I would say the first part, it sounds okay enough. I don't think you need to re-record that anything. Maybe just a little bit loud on the beat, but the second part definitely sounds like you're too close to the microphone. Cool little track though. Interesting. I like that it's uniquely you, and I think that's one thing that I've been like saying about several tracks earlier, is that like now that I've heard this, like I can't imagine like Tokes doing this song. I can't imagine Cyclone doing this song. This is Nemo style now in my head. So kudos to you for being unique. I would give this, you know, mix issues aside, I'd still give it a 7 because I think it's still well put together, and I still think that there's like something uniquely defining about it that makes me interested in hearing more. So I give it a solid 7. Good shit.
Gang, 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 gang.
All right. While we were enjoying ourselves and bonding as a community, the thorn in my side, Bird, tipped and sent a song in. Get out of here, Passive. Nobody cares. We don't need a big, humongous outro. Just quietly leave. Go. Be gone with you. All right. Next up, due to tipular demand, it's weird to say, D Bird featuring Salvador, Dopamine. I feel like I've heard this, but maybe without Salvi on it. Is Salvador and Salvi the same person, Bird, or am I thinking of two different people with similar names?
Got him singing like
we don't take no L.
Dopamine.
I'ma make you from your head down to your toes, eyes closed, ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. I'ma make you, and you'll never wanna leave. Just breathe. Once you get a taste, it turns you to a fiend. Baby, I'm old school, classes in session. Got a bed that's made of memory foam, so I leave a lasting impression. So rare to have a connection with your passive astral projection. We going hard, must be slacking if your back isn't sweating. I'ma make you driven, moan, hit the zone. Bet you'll never wanna wash your sheets because they smell like my cologne. I'ma make you smile so big when you eat it up. This little freak getting two desserts. Never been in love, baby, you the first. She can be my world, I'm her universe. Look so cute, digging through her purse. Saying she the best, do your worst. Tell me what you want, gotta use your words. Body language navigating through her curves. Bird is a total jerk. About to clock in and then go to work. Something like Sprite in a blind taste test, cause we turn the lights off and I know you I'ma make you from your head down to your toes, eyes closed, ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. I'ma make you, and you'll never wanna leave. Just breathe. Once you get a taste, it turns you to a fiend. From your head down to your toes, eyes closed, ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. I'ma make you, and you'll never wanna leave. Just breathe. Once you get a taste, it turns you to a fiend.
I'm in rap,
there ain't no doubt. I'ma show you what I'm all about. All is fair in love and war, hate, fuck you and I won't pull out. Set a scene within your jeans, put that pussy in my mouth. What I mean, nasty, not clean, you know I'm from the dirty south. Dopamine, well I got some dope on me. Yeah, it came from overseas. Let me help you ease the ecstasy. Let me be that fantasy. Your ass on me, you best believe I reach your ovaries. Double entendre, you be hitting keys. No Diddy, I'm not kidding. I got baddies, I fuck steady. I'm locked and ready. If you bottom heavy, think you wet till I break the levee. I'm all up in that box Chevy and pot confetti. Pussy getting beat up, Tom and Jerry. Just a theory, Machiavelli.
I'ma make you from your head down to your toes, eyes closed, ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. I'ma make you, and you'll never wanna leave. Just breathe. Once you get a taste, it turns you to a fiend. From your head down to your toes, eyes closed, ticking time bomb, waiting to explode. I'ma make you, and you'll never wanna leave. Just breathe. Once you get a taste, it turns you to a fiend.
It's one way of putting it. All right, that was my typical co-host who is driving on the road right now, D Bird, and Salvador with Dopamine. I know I've heard this in several iterations before Salvador, who I think was just recently added to it. Now that I hear it in its completion, Bird, the one thing that I would say is I would probably want to hear it with your verse second and Salvador's verse first. I feel like, I don't know, just something about his energy. I felt like I wanted to hear that sooner, and maybe it's just the different tones in your voices. The other thing, and this is just a personal nitpicking, is I don't want to hear No Diddy in any more rap verses. Please, for the love of God, if you get to a point where you're writing a track, freestyling a track, and you're like, oh, you know what? Rhymes with titty? No Diddy. Don't do it. I've heard it enough. I'm sick of it. We all know Diddy is a freak. He's in jail. He probably will be prosecuted. We get it. No Diddy. We got it, guys. All right. Go back to pause. You know, all the other lingos that we used to use. I've had enough of the No Diddy. But still a good track. But yeah, that's the one thing that I would say is I would want to hear it with the verses flip-flop, because I feel like with your hook coming in, that verse that he had, it kind of like opens it up and then you kind of like close it out. I don't know. I'll listen to it again after the show, but that's just the only real thought that I have. I give it a 7.5. Keep Diddy in jail. Then we'll never get a Making the Band 3. Unless White Collar Rhymes does it. Maybe one day. All right. Speaking of being in jail, next up, Cyclone. Cyclone sent me 8 messages that I have not read yet. So let me first look at what the hell he sent me. 4 songs. Okay, so this is 4 songs in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You lost track of time and you sent me nothing. You bastard. You're welcome, D-Bird. Thank you for tuning into the show and following the rules. We appreciate your due diligence. All right, Cyclone, this is called Go Fight version 2.3. Is this all the 4 songs, or is this one song? Or I'm just going to press play.
Lord's God is so good.
I just can't find myself in the waves, feeling like I'm just floating by. I just can't find myself in the misery, feeling like I'm just floating right along. Go fight, go fight, go fight. Body myself in the wizardry way. Fight, go fight, go fight, go fight. Feels like I'm just losing myself, but every time I walk away I come back stronger than before. Look at all these corpses I see on the floor. Just gotta go look straight ahead and don't look at the bodies I left behind. All of this doesn't feel real. Coming back and forth, are you for real? See no signs say want me to go. When their friends come they don't show. Feeling like a pattern at this point, feeling like a mess at this point. Just don't wanna take a date no more. Just know I'll come at you and win this fight. Feel like this life of mine is going up and down. Don't wanna move from this place, from this circle of sound. I come along to this party, just don't cross my line, or you'll get mad and get left behind.
What? You'll get modern left behind? More than left behind? What did you say?
I just can't find myself in the waves. Feeling like I'm just floating back. Just can't find myself in the misery. Feeling like I'm just floating right along. Go fight, go fight, go fight. Body myself in the wizardry way. Fight, go fight, go fight, go fight. Feels like I'm just losing myself one by one.
Man, what hood are you in that this is a classic? I remember the song now. Cyclone. Oh, sorry. This was Cyclone, Go Fight. Look, I think I remember saying this, if not on this song, but several other songs, is like you can't build in the vibrato in your voice. Like either it naturally happens in your voice or it doesn't. Like you can't go way A and call that vibrato. It's just way. Like you gotta let these notes fucking hang, man. Like stop building in this vibrato in your damn singing. What else? Shit. There's just some parts where it's just hard to understand what the hell you were saying. Like it sounds really muffled, and it's really a lot of word choice here. Like you either don't fit in enough words to fill out the line, so then you do this like weird thing where you just like hang on to a note extra long for no reason, or you add too many words and then it just feels like, why did he say all those words that didn't add any value to that statement? It's really writing, man. Like the mix sounds better, but it feels like the same old Cyclone is how I would sum up this. Yeah, recorded in July. Look, if you're gonna go back and touch songs that you recorded years, months, weeks ago, I don't know what your time frame is for how often you record stuff. You know, sometimes it does more justice to maybe see if you can record it differently rather than just touching up the mix. Unless you like feel like, you know, I recorded this the best I can and I just need to mix it, and you never just circle back to it. Like sometimes opening up that old session and just throwing a new mix on it isn't all that you need to do. Hell, I did that myself the other day. It's like, or like last month. It's like I was called myself updating some mixes on some old stuff, and I ended up just recording the whole song because, you know what, I was like, I didn't do it right. So don't just slap a clean mix on it and call it a day. Like really listen to it and say, can this be better? Unless in your hood that's as good as it gets. I'll give it a 6. All right, next up, last up for the night, Drippy. Shout out to Drippy K 4747. Is that like Agent 47? You play Hitman? I need to play that game. I don't think I bought the last one. Shit. It's Black Friday coming up. I could probably get it on sale, right? All right, this is called You Ain't Never. Shout out to Bone Crusher.
Show what you never seen. Show what you never did.
Stellar.
You ain't never said it's time and got close to the clock. You ain't never seen your uncle stir up the pot. You ain't never got kicked out of school when they told you you can't come back. You ain't never had anxiety so damn bad that you worry, you can't focus, and you sorry, you can't control it, and you been worried, but what nobody knows. You ain't never said fuck Instagram, put down your phone and stop scrolling. You ain't never went too much without posts. You ain't never poured up the walk and got too high, thought you was in Poland. I be smiling, but I'm not good, I just don't show it. My pain want me to get neck tonight, baby, bend over, fuck control. Yeah, yeah. I might help you out and I don't even gotta know you. Shout out the ones who left me out, how do I gotta show you? My brother left and made me sick, feel like I got Ebola. You ain't never thought you had all the friends and turned into a load. You ain't never popped in at a van and put you in a coma. My brother got locked up, was mad at him, I thought I told. Been through a lot, I should've cried, I should've died, but I'm a soldier. You ain't never said it's time and got close to the clock. You ain't never seen your uncle stir up the pot. You ain't never got kicked out of school when they told you you can't come back. You ain't never had anxiety so damn bad that you worry, you can't focus, and you sorry, you can't control it, and you been worried, but what nobody knows. You ain't never said fuck Instagram, put down your phone, stop scrolling.
I just put down the double cup if I don't go back. I just gotta learn to fuck you up, I hope you know that. They don't let us catch you in the figure, they won't fall flat. I just keep on thugging with my demons, fly like Kodak. He got left by the stove. That's the way that I can go. Nigga play with me, I bet I have it blow. Cause I can't go. No, I can't leave my baby girl and I can't leave my team. All I know is murder to the 30th degree. And my sticks so dirty, they get dirtier than me.
You ain't never said it's time and got close to the clock. You ain't never seen your uncle stir up the pot. You ain't never got kicked out of school when they told you you can't come back. You ain't never had anxiety so damn bad that you worry, you can't focus, and you sorry, you can't control it, and you been worried, but what nobody knows. You ain't never said fuck Instagram, put down your phone and stop scrolling.
Stellar.
All right, that was Drippy K with You Ain't Never. Drippy, I'm assuming you were the first person. Who was the second mini Kodak Black sounding person? Unless that was you. In which case, you sound like a mini Kodak Black. The song was okay. I'm struggling with the second verse because it feels pitched up and it was hard to make out that person, what they were saying. So I don't know. Like I respect the song topic, but yeah, it's the second verse that was kind of like throwing me off. I would say that the mix wise, it could be a little bit more present on top of the beat. It kind of gets washed away by the 808 in there. But I mean, overall, it's not bad. Now, what's up, AD? Yeah, I had no idea who you were dissing and what was going on, but I was there for the ride. I was buckled in, and yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, Drippy, I don't hate the song. It's just the second verse is what was throwing me off, and I'm having mixed feelings about the feature on that. Again, unless that was you, in which case I have mixed feelings about you on your own track. I'd give it a 6.5. I was kind of leaning towards a 7 until the second verse came on, and then I'm like, I'm not really vibing with that one. So I give it a 6.5. The mix can make it a little bit more present, but I would say like overall, like the way the hook is, it's a little underwhelming. Like, I don't know, something could be done with the hook to make it boisterous. Like it needs more boom to it. It feels just like underperformed, and it just sounds like maybe because the lead is just one vocal, maybe if you add some layers to it, it would give it some body. All right. But yeah, AD Rocky, please, next time you drop off a track, I see you've already posted for next week. Give me some sort of like backstory, man, because with your track, there's a lot to take in with your songs. I never know what I'm getting into story-wise. Even when you give us a heads up, like, yo, this is about my homie who's getting deported, or yo, this is about my pops again. Like, I never know where on your journey you're about to take us, and it's frightening at times. But that's okay. Still love it. All right. That was our show for tonight, though. Appreciate everybody for sliding through, old and new. Welcome back to Passive. Welcome D-Bird, who's driving on the road. Ray, who I believe is driving on the road as well. Good show tonight. Rose. Yeah, I'll be back on Friday with Passive. We're going to just kind of like shoot the breeze, see how everybody's Thanksgiving was. We'll probably listen to some music too, but probably just be more so of just chit chat focused. I'm going to get out of here for tonight. I think D-Bird and DJB will be back Sunday evening giving their review of whatever happened on Survivor this last week. If you do want to stick around, I'm going to raid Big Duck Energy. I saw he was hanging out in the chat earlier. If you want some music feedback from him, it's a pretty cool dude. Go check him out. Show him some love. So until Friday, hope everybody has, well, if you're in America, have a good Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. Don't rob people. Stay out of jail. And see you guys on Friday. Adios.